It is hot. It's too hot. For Washington, this is ridiculous. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Feezy-built channel. It's been a while. You know, we've been doing our thing. I just haven't been recording. I didn't really feel the need to, so buying parts, getting everything done. I did get my trans all done. Some of you guys that actually know me know the deal with this, but I do have some video on that.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Alright, so let me clarify something. At this point in the video, I felt like I was the transmission god. Never have I done this. When I pulled the transmission apart, I had a bad input shaft bearing and a bunch of other little stuff wrong that I really didn't take into consideration because the transmission never performed badly, you know what I'm saying? So got the M factory diff, the new synchros, had Spiker go through it all, but I wanted to assemble it. Now, he gave me fair warning that I probably shouldn't go about it for my first time, but he did tell me not to force anything. So at this point in the video, everything went smoothly. I started to put the case down, I forced it, and I broke the casing. This is one of the bigger reasons why we haven't had an upload in a month plus, is because that casing broke. We had to wait to find one, plus getting other parts in stock. You guys know the deal. So I figured I'd let you guys know that. We did have a full video, but I messed up and did things wrong, so I didn't want to put that video out there and have you guys make the same mistakes. So big shout out to Brian Spiker. If you guys need transmission work and you're in the Washington area, hit him up. If not, you can send your stuff out to him. He is a big guy in Trans Lab. They make all kinds of stuff for H series, B series, everything, and he can get you sorted. So back to the video. And I'll go through it later, but it did get an M factory diff, new synchros, all the works, everything that it needed. With our redneck swamp cooler. So today we're actually going to be trying to get the short block into Becky and make some good progress. So I know it's been about a month since I've even picked up a camera, but all these parts cost a lot of money, and we just got his car started for the first time, been breaking it in, so just got a lot going on. But you guys check it out. We got the twin disc. I'm gonna go over this real quick because I'm gonna time lapse it. It's super hot, the fan's running, I'm not turning it off, so, and we just want to get this done. We don't want to go through the entire thing as we're doing it. All right, so got the Action twin disc clutch. We got to remove these bolts, or Allen head bolts, whatever, get the pressure plate and the discs out of the way, install our flywheel. The flywheel is supposed to be torqued down to 75 foot-pounds with a drop of red Loctite. I just use blue Loctite because we service these things so much. That's up to your discretion on what you want to do. Sorry about all the wind noise, I have to have it. When we put the flywheel on, get that torqued down, we'll put on the clutch discs. The alignment tool will actually hold the clutch in place, and then we'll torque these down in a star pattern to 23 foot-pound. Then we can come in, grab our trans, slap it on, and you guys know the business from there. Get it underneath the car and in the car. The reason it doesn't have the cylinder head on it, I'm still waiting on the studs that I want. I'm trying to make a decision between just the regular ARP 2000s that we all run, or the budget Humble Performance head studs that are rated at 800 horsepower, $100. So it seems like a good deal. Also, it's a lot easier if you guys do it the way that you're about to see how we do it underneath the car. if the cylinder head and the intake manifold is off, it's just a short block in the transmission to go in, because that's all you need to actually bolt the motor in. After that, you can do the cylinder head, timing, all that stuff if it's relevant to you and, you know, makes sense. So I'm gonna quit rambling. We're just gonna get straight into this. We're gonna pull that clutch apart, get the flywheel on, and get rock and rolling. So stick around for. Alright guys, so got the short block back in the car. Trans, you seen me put the action twin disc, all that stuff, yada yada. All the mounts are all in the way they need to be. Everything is good. So tomorrow all I got to do is come in and put in the cylinder head, or put on the cylinder head. I think I'm just going to run the basic ARP 2000s for right now, because their power goal for braking is only like 500, which should be around like 15 to 20 pounds of boost. We'll see. We don't even know what's going to happen, but I'm just going to send it, and that's what I'm going to do. So tomorrow I'll come in, unbag this guy, clean off the mating surface, unbag the block, clean off the mating surface. You know the deal. Set the head gasket on. We'll get to that when it comes. There'll be a full video. So after I got the short block and everything mounted in, I started dicking around. I did get the fuel cell. I still don't have the filters, the pump, or the fuel line, so you know, there's that. But the deal is, with the NHRA rules, if you have a fuel cell and you have to have a fire, well, if it's in the cabin with you, you have to have a firewall to separate the fuel cell and you, in case something bad happens, right? So I've been making this little ghetto cardboard stencil. I will repeat, it is ghetto, but it is working out. Pretty much what I'm gonna do is, this will be a latch. I'll put like a little handle on it. It'll have four bolt holes on the side, right? This will be folded aluminum at approximately like 5 inches, and I think we got like 6 on the corners. And what we'll do is we'll just bolt this down, and we'll use either some foam tape or seam seal or whatever. I want it to be serviceable, so I think I'm just going to use foam tape. But that will all enclose the fuel cell so it's separated from us, and we will pop rivet these corners with little pieces of 1x1 aluminum and weld an end cap on them with a nut on the other side, so that we can, where we drilled our holes in this, we can then bolt down all 4 corners. So when we come into the track and we got to fuel up or whatever the deal is, it'll come in with a ratchet, bap 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 bap, grab the little latch, pull this guy out of the way, open the fuel cell. So I don't think I've really went over this much with you guys on the fuel cell that I did get. Ugh. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I don't want to scratch Becky. Oh, and there goes our full template, but it's worth it. I gotta show you guys. This is just a little 5-gallon fuel cell. It is sumped. It's a 6x6 little sump, right? So this area will actually be exposed where the tow hook is now. That will be gone, and there will be a hole cut in the floorboard. And so you'll have, it'll look like this, just this bottom side right here, right above the fittings, will be sticking out of the floor pan right here. A 90 will go off of that, feed our fuel pump underneath there, and our fuel filter, then our pump, and then downline underneath the car where the exhaust would have been, because it's a hood exit, will come to our fuel pressure regulator. Kind of got this, sorry if it's dark guys, but I'm going to drill 2 holes, put that guy there, and because this valance, you pull that on the backside, there's no motor, I'm just going to put 2 through bolts with nuts on the backside, so we know it's secured with like locking washers and a drop of Loctite. So the fuel pressure regulator will be right here. The other fuel filter will be right here. It'll come in, fuel filter, fuel rail, go back to the return, and or back to the regulator, and then return back to the fuel cell. So we're just gonna go with the AEM 400 for right now for our fueling. I think that's gonna work perfect. And that's gonna wrap this up, guys. I'm gonna quit rambling. I'll pick back up with you on the next one. If you watch this, thank you so much. If you made it to this part in the video, you are a true OG, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, say bye, Becky.